All right, hello. We're gonna do some uh wrap up scenes, some whatever. I don't know what you guys are planning to do. Stuff from the last episode that we didn't get a chance to do because it was 8 hours long and I wanted to go to bed. So, what are we doing?
Like 8 hours again.
No, we're not doing 8 hours. I have work.
How dare you?
It is Wednesday.
Another 8 hours.
We're doing 9 hours.
9 hours. We got to keep it even. 10 hours.
If we go more
right.
than 2 hours, I'm calling it there, which I don't expect we'll even do that. Although everyone seems to be dropping like flies.
Challenge?
Yeah, I don't know if there's something up with Roll20, but everyone's video keeps popping in and out weird.
Yeah, I'm having to reconnect the bottom of the options or settings to cue everybody back up.
So I know we want to talk to the Dwarf Mage. We want to talk to Hallmulk. We want to try and talk to Ironcard. Nearnith.
I say we take care of the door first.
The Dwarf.
Okay, you want to talk with Azantior?
Well, we might want to talk to Hallmulk and
Hallmulk and Belrus first?
Before we talk to... I'm like blanking on everyone's names right now. Holy shit.
There are a lot of names.
Yeah, there's a lot of people right now. Just get an idea of what they know about Azantior.
Let me go over who you guys have access to real quick, just as a refresher. You've got Azantior, captured and unconscious. Arencard, captured and dead. The Gish, captured and dead. Kovar Shadow, captured and alive. And Sindriel, captured and alive. And then a whole mess of random hobgoblin minions.
Dead.
Also, the Ancient Titan and the Warforged Titans, also all dead.
I will pick those apart for parts, whatnot.
Yeah, you know that whole thing where, like, our original mission was just to toss a bunch of Warforged into a lava?
Yeah. I just want their cores.
Yep. So you can make more bombs?
Maybe. It went so well last time. What could go wrong this time?
You have a weird perspective on well.
Yes. Nah, cores are powerful. That's my understanding.
Yes. So what are you doing?
Are Belrus and Hallmulk like dead, or are they just down?
They're just down. They can easily be healed, and I assume they have been.
Yeah, I think Gabe directed Aaron to do some cure wounds on them. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I guess our first matter of business is Azantior.
So, like, for logistical purposes, we are not here.
No?
We're at the statue.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
And we need to travel back to her.
Do we have any spells left over that can get us?
I got Windwalk.
Oh,
Burned
if
all
you have
my
Windwalk, then that solves that problem.
What'd you say, Kit?
I burned all mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if Daftoff still has Moonwalk, then we can get there.
Yep. So, Daftoff, you can take the bead and you fly off. You're there within.
Yeah, it's pretty
hours.
half-hearted, but yeah, he does it.
Okay, yeah. So
You're
you
like-
guys fly in. A lot of the enemy soldiers have been, like the random enemy soldiers, have been captured and like tied and bound. They've collected all of the enemy like lieutenants and whatnot in in front of the gate or behind the gate, so that they can all be together. You decide what to do with all of them. Homuk and Belarus are standing guard, though they're barely standing. What do you do?
Did they? I'm assuming we bring. Oh, I was gonna say we bring back the body of Okran, but I just realized that's the problem.
Somebody put him in a glass jar.
Have a body.
Oh, shit.
We could all wear vials of his ash dust around our neck.
You could do that.
I'll say if they inform me that he was disintegrated, I'll collect some of his remnants.
All right, here's what we do, right? We collect all his ashes and we put it all in like the shape of a statue of him, and then we have the source of earth cast back to earth on it, so it petrifies it, and then I can undo the effects of it. So he just comes back as a real person, right?
Check the logic on that one.
Unfortunately, that's not how that works. He becomes a ash pile again.
Yeah.
Damn. Almost.
Oh,
What if we cook him? We'll cook him up real good.
Yeah, bake the clay statue.
Yeah.
350 degrees for 10 years.
We
Make
already
him
have.
alive.
We can just ask Lutile how to.
Yeah. Just somebody lick the ashes. It'll work, right? It'll turn it back.
Man, if someone didn't take the fucking Creatrix Animix and give it to a pit fiend.
Don't you even get started on that. Guess who fucking died as a result of that mission? And guess who got fucking taken by the deep?
Yeah. All right. Step 1. Approach Homuk and Belarus, who are guarding Azantior.
Yeah, Holmuk's got this like murderous look in his eyes, but he hasn't done anything yet.
Azantior is like unconscious.
Yeah.
Unconscious.
Azantir's
Okay.
unconscious, gagged, bound. Both of his hands are tied together, and he's got like these things that are keeping his fingers apart.
So you can't cast spells.
Yes. No verbal or somatic components. And all his material components have been taken away, brought to the other side, somewhere in the building. His spell book has been removed from him.
Given to Crake.
Well,
who's
maybe
this?
now. Now that
I
Craig is
just can't
here.
read. I can't read these names because
That's the Master Assassin right there.
That's the
Isn't the
Master
Master Assassin
Assassin.
dead?
Oh, that's Garrett. The Master of Assassins, I believe. Oh, he is dead.
Where'd this guy come from? I don't remember ever seeing him during the
yeah.
fight.
I think Okran 1v1'd him right at the beginning of the fight,
Okran
and he
took
just
him
went
out
down.
First round.
Okay, because I was like, this fucker just like,
He
where?
had some cool mechanics that I made, and then he went down on the first round.
Oh my god. So, in theory, we wouldn't know that Azantior can cast Wish.
If you take a look
Yeah.
at his spell book,
I take a
So-
look in the spell book. Yep, there's definitely wishing there, along with the
All
bunch
right,
of
all right.
really.
But like,
Yeah, cursory glance, you can tell what his spellbook holds.
Damn.
I don't know if you have the list somewhere. If you want to post that.
Ew. Yeah, I will.
Cool.
Because, like, there's some nice stuff in there, and as soon as I get the spell slots, watch out, world.
Oh, great.
All right, well, I'll check back in with you when you hit level 17.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You literally have it.
Yeah, Kit asked me about this a while ago, so I typed it out and gave it to him.
Wow. I'm surprised Xantior didn't fuck us way harder than he did.
Yeah.
You obviously can't cast the higher ones, but still.
Do we know anyone else who can cast 9th level spells?
Not that you're aware of.
Maybe?
Say that
Who?
again, kid.
Chronomancer? Maybe?
You've never
I don't know
asked.
really if you can.
Alright, I'll approach Tomok and casually strike conversation about Azantior. Casually. So I'm going to approach him while he's death glaring him and just be like, Holmuk, everything's over. I know you said this man betrayed you a little bit, but you never really said what he did.
Well, you know how Plan Bosch was designed to be, our hold was designed to be impenetrable.
Yes?
Well, he's one of the fuckers who made it not impenetrable. There's all the, war defenses, the grand castle in the front and the, the one tunnel in, one tunnel out at the port. Well, in addition to that, there's also a bunch of magical barriers. And
Huh.
him and his kind were supposed to be keeping those active. And he did not that. Kind of like the opposite of that, actually.
He took them down.
Right. And if it wasn't for him, then Arencard wouldn't have been able to get in.
So that is the only time he has betrayed you, correct?
I'd say that's a pretty big fucking betrayal.
No, it definitely is. I was just trying to make sure he's working with Ironcard and there wasn't more scummy things in the past that he has possibly done. I mean, we might need his head, possibly.
Almost certainly more has been done. But I'm not on the council, so I don't know.
Okay. Don't trust him, is what you're saying to me.
Right.
Good. So, who wants to try and make his Antior cast Wish?
And does anyone have any spells to compel him to do something?
You have Dominate Person now.
I do not have Dominate Person now because it's going to take me an entire downtime action to put all these spells into memory, into my spell book.
He has to,
Copy
like,
him.
they're written down and he can tell what they do, what spell it is.
Yeah.
But in order to actually be able to cast it, he has to decode how Azantior has written it into his spell book.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, could we wait it out until he does copy it?
In theory, yes. But that means time will progress and shit will happen. And you are aware that the Deep One did just take the angel statue.
That's also true.
Time is going to matter.
Does any of our other spellcasters have anything? Looking at Top and
I can cast
Valen?
Fist.
I can cast Magic Missile. Very compelling.
Top has spells, but doesn't have spell slots for them. So it would need a long rest and to prepare them.
Fenric can cast Intimidation.
So, Aaron actually comes up to you as you're discussing this. If you'd like, I can cast Suggestion. It's not a particularly powerful spell, and it's easy to overcome.
That's why I didn't bring it up. Shut up, Aaron.
Shut up, lady. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we could do that, I guess.
But I can
would work.
understand hesitance. It's not like to work.
So, mechanically, if we cast like Suggestion and whatever that other one that Dave has that like doesn't quite.
Oh, Geese?
You know what I'm? Yeah, Geese. And like Finric cast whatever he just said.
Intimidation.
Like all at the same time. Yeah, intimidation. There we go. Would that like in theory like stack up?
In theory.
Fuck.
Well,
Footballs can just punch him, and
yeah, I can.
he'll have weakness disadvantage on Wisdom saving throws.
But there's still the chance he can just be like, "Wish, go fuck all yourselves."
Or time stop, I'm out of here.
Well, that's also why. Well,
Who's got Mage Slayer feet?
No one. But that's also why we would have to cast Insight on top of casting Intimidate.
All right, so
Counter spell, but if I won't be able to cast it if he's in the middle of Wish. If he starts casting Time
Yeah.
Stop, I can count.
But you can't though because it's too high level for.
So question.
No.
That would be a
roll.
spellcaster check.
Yeah, but like your chances aren't good.
All I would have to roll is a 19 and I have a +7 to Arcana. Or no, this is intelligence, so a +4. That's a 15
Yeah.
or higher. That's not impossible.
Anyway, question, Eric. Not knowing how spells theoretically work, but and this is, I guess, more mechanical than it is actual, like in game. If a wizard doesn't have his spell book with all of his spells, like if we literally ripped out all the spells but Wish, could he cast any of his other spells?
You can cast. So the spell book doesn't house the spells he is able to cast today. What happens is at the beginning of the day, he reads through his spell book, puts them into his brain, and then casts them from his brain.
Yeah.
If you rip out the spells, he won't be able to look at his spell book and read the spell.
So could we force him to long rest and only prepare Wish by ripping out all the other spells?
He doesn't have to unprepare his currently prepared spells.
Because him having Wish, like him having Wish already is pretty slim, seeing how he didn't use it on us. I feel like.
Yeah, he's waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, well, fuck goes on to her. You know, fucking asshole.
I just don't think it's practical for us to have him do this.
while we're still at Windwalk, let's go to the Chronomancer and ask him if he can cast Wish. We did just cast Windwalk. We can go like all over the world.
Last time we saw the Chronomancer, though, he's in the Deadlands. So I don't know if we could check. We could check and see if he is back at the tower at Calabaister's tower. But
I didn't realize he was fucking not around.
He goes where he wants to go.
Yeah, that's fair. He's a person.
Sorry. They go where they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And they go when they want to go.
I mean,
Let's
you
just
could.
over. Maybe he's there.
Yeah.
It's
Let's.
there.
Well, do we?
How
do
far?
we
How
wanna
far a
deal
flight
with
from here to Calabaister's tower?
Let's see.
And also, is there anything else we should deal with here?
I was gonna say, should we like deal with Arncard and try speaking with Dead?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what was it? The range is 30 hexes?
30 hexes.
Sounds right.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What is 13? Not 6.
15. What?
The
6
range from-
hexes from the angel statue to the Rookery.
Isn't it 2 to Zarnepsa
okay,
and then
right.
go through the portal?
Oh, right. I forgot about the portal.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
we're
8, 9,
smart
10,
and use
11,
that shit.
12, 13. Okay.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah, you can get there. It'll
And
only
back?
take, 3 hours.
I mean, that's better than like 3 days. Well, it'll probably be way longer than that.
How long would the train take?
I mean, the train
The
goes
train
all
would
the way out
take
there.
the day.
Yeah. How long does Windwalk last for? Sorry.
8 hours.
If you guys need more time to think about this stuff, I would like to have a little scene with Aaron.
Okay.
Footfalls is gonna approach her. I guess they're helping out with the aftermath.
Yeah,
Still.
they're fixing any broken
Damage.
battlements, repairing damage to the buildings,
Mhm.
helping out where they can.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of cops came through here.
Mhm.
So,
Oof. Wrong.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna ask, well, because it's not on her character sheet exactly, so I'm just gonna ask her what they did today, how they arrived. Can you stop that from happening again?
I can try.
I want but one portal, the one to Zarnepsa.
It'll take time and resources, but we've got those.
For false nods. And we should talk with others, but perhaps we can do that in Zarnepsa as well.
Do you want me to get started now?
For here, I will talk to others about Zarnepsa.
Sounds good.
So basically, what I'm asking for is like an anti-portal area around the Rookery.
Yeah.
So that they can't just surprise bring an army again.
Good idea.
Obviously, with the exception of the one portal we have established.
Right.
And I guess, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
Are we casting Speak with Dead on Iron Card?
No. Not because I don't want to, because I don't have it prepared.
But someone else?
Is Speak with Dead a ritual?
No, it is not.
It's not?
Really?
Weird. Okay.
Eric,
Yes.
those big ass ships that are flying up above, where'd they go? Do they
One
just
ship.
that one big ass ship? Is it still there?
No.
Or did it peace?
When Arencard died, or was defeated, and his armies scattered, it picked up the dragon. The dragon flew into it, and then it left.
Picked up the dragon?
Well, it didn't pick it up. It opened its hatch. The dragon went in, and then
Dragon
it
flew in.
flew north.
The dragon's actually a small flying vessel for Arencard. Personal.
Yeah. It's a dragon craft carrier.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Speak with Dead spell. It doesn't say anything about a time limit that you can use it, as long as they still have a mouth, right?
Corpse within range. Have a mouth. Can't be
Yeah.
undead.
Uh-huh.
Can't do it multiple times within 10 days.
Okay.
Just put it in the chat.
Yeah, but we could still do it after you get a rest, right?
Yeah,
Because-
a long rest, I could prepare it.
Mhm. Because there are some loose matters to deal with. For instance, where did Uriaris go, and how do we get him free? And also, where do we know, Eric? Do we know where Arencard's stronghold is? Where his home base?
Generally, not specifically. I can take you to the map. So you're here. It would go up here.
The Kaisova wetlands, or
No, the Kaisova wetlands are over here. This is another part of the map that you haven't even heard about.
Mhm. Well, we've heard about it because we know the goblins come from there. But
Yeah. Yes, you've heard about it, and generally, higher to the north of this place is the Hobgoblin Nation. It would be outside of Molduna, or the West Marches.
Is Spring also over here?
Yeah, Spring is somewhere over there, because what was his name? Nyarxis said that she left from Arencard's tower and went, I think, to the Darkwood.
okay, so then okay, yeah, all right. So then that might be a potential mission for us to do, is to go and check out Arencard's digs, because we know he had some stuff that we need, and one of the things I wanted to ask him about is what happened to the planar translator, because we need that too.
Go check in with Mindarin, see what he is up to.
Yeah.
The wet night.
Mm-hmm.
See if he's still moist.
Soggy night.
Sir Drips.
Mr.
Sir
Moist.
Drip. Oh,
Sir Drip.
Dr. Dew.
oh, I don't like any of these. Maybe he'll join us now that Iron Card's dead.
He might. Just gotta ask.
Ooh, Beak with Dead only needs a mouth. Can we cut off Iron Card's head and keep it on our waist, kind of like God of War style?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Remember, you
Yeah.
only do it like once every 10 days.
Yeah,
It's still
okay.
For 10
have
minutes.
a mouth. You can't just have a jaw. If you have to have a mouth.
Yeah. You gotta cut
Yeah.
off like the whole head.
Yeah. I'm gonna bust style cut it in and
And it only works if you call one of us boy all the time.
Mhm.
boy.
Boy.
Wait, have I told you guys the reason his name was Boy for half the game? It's literally because the developers didn't have a name for him yet. So they were like, let's just call him Boy for the beginning. They just forgot to take it out.
We got to start this performance capture right now, so just call him Boy.
It's like, instead of changing it, we'll just fuck it. Just Boy.
Yeah, it'd be expensive to change it. You have to re-record all those lines.
It's just funny as hell. It's so awesome. It's such a
Yeah. Yeah, makes total sense.
All right. So I'm gonna make up a nice little rig for Doftoff to have Arnguard's head on his belt.
Keep in mind, you'll have to preserve it as well.
Doftoff's
Eventually,
on
it
this.
will rot.
No, we'll do it.
Fine. His siblings may not enjoy the fact that we're cutting off his head.
Hold on. He's the king of winter. His head should provide natural refrigeration.
Let's save the head cutting for later.
All right, I go up to Niranith, and I'm like, Niranith, you hate Arnguard as much as we do. If we chop off his head, would you be okay with this?
She looks at you, a little confused. Like, why?
His brain, it's still precious. We need it for information, just to double check.
Oh,
Make sure.
of course.
Done.
Do
I
it.
cut off his head.
Do with him as you would.
Yes.
He was a bastard through and through. And honestly, it's better that he's gone.
All right. So I don't know what you need me to do, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to preserve his head. I'll make him like a little, Futurama, how they have those little head jars. I'll make one of those. I'll fill it with whatever liquid you want me to
make
find.
like a formaldehyde jar?
Look, can't you just make a bag of colding?
A bag of colding, refrigerate it, freeze it. Yeah,
That's a thing. That's an actual item.
is it really?
Yeah.
I love this.
That sounds
They
awesome.
had it in Critical Role too.
But yes. And I want to make sure it's comfortable to wear.
Right.
So that
Okay.
Craig sees all of this going down, and he's just gonna shake his head. And I'm not gonna be a part of this.
Wait, you're a necromancer. Can you not do speak with dead?
That's a cleric spell, bucko.
Really?
But they're
That seems like
cleric.
a very necromancy thing to do, but
right, but no, it's cleric only.
Cleric and Bard.
But not paladin.
What?
because Bard just makes those spookies come back.
No. Bards just wanna get the story. They're getting the scoop
Yeah.
from
What's
the murder
what's
victim.
what's Festa up to? What's
Festies?
Festi? Yeah, what's Festi up to?
Festi was standing guard in Zarnemsa. You can probably get them to. They might not even have the spell.
Yeah. They're hiding out
Okay,
there.
to get us back on one of our original
They don't
topics,
have it.
are we going to go to the Chronomancer and see if they're there?
Yeah, I think that's with the fact that we have to take a long rest for Speak with Dead. I think that's a good idea. Ooh. Unless, is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Should we? Narineth doesn't really know much, right? We asked her questions before the last mission, if I remember correctly.
You did. It all depends on what you want to know. She does know things, but she doesn't know what you want to know.
Okay.
So she's not just going to tell you what she knows. That'd be
Yeah.
a lot. She is, 5,000 years old.
Whoa, that's one old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Looking good for
So yeah,
5,000.
Narinth will, speak with any of you. She's, clearing rubble, moving the larger enemies because she is very big and very strong. But she and Garrick
Yeah.
are eventually going to leave. Probably not today, but they have to get back to her kingdom. Queendom.
Eric, just out of curiosity, if I stood on top of the tower, could I see Zarmensa from here? We're on top of a mountain, so
You are on top of a mountain. Let's look at the map. Sure, why not?
okay. I'm just thinking in terms of like preventative measures we could take in the future against these sorts of things. An alternative to the portal could be, well, we still keep the portal obviously, but is to have like, a Lord of the Rings beacon system of just lighting a fire and then, that being a message across.
Also, zip line.
Really,
That's a
really
long
long
zip line.
zip line.
yeah.
Take a full day just to go down it.
And also you'd be at like terminal velocity going by the time you got there.
With a really long spring at the end.
And then you can't only, it's one direction, you can't go up. So,
right, and then someone has to walk the zip line back.
Well, they just go through the port, right? They detach it.
Oh, that would actually make more sense.
Yeah.
So, Chronomancer?
Yes.
Yeah, so who's going to the Chronomancer? You turn to mist and start flying. Is it everyone?
I have a decent relationship. I'll go with him.
Oh, wait, didn't someone want to talk to Narineth?
Yeah, that can wait.
Henrik. Well, why don't we do that before we leave? I think that's probably...
Okay.
Let's do it now. So yeah, she's, lifting the Titan and, like, getting ready to throw it off the edge. I'm just like...
Whoa,
And-
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh,
wait.
you don't want
She's...
that?
No. I want that shit.
Okay, she's throwing
We
it
gotta-
into a pile with the other corpses.
There you go. I'll take that. Yeah.
And then she turns around and, Fenric, there you are. She kneels down. How can I help you?
My queen, I was wondering, what did you know of your brother's plans while he had you under his...
Vaguely, yes. For the past, how long has it been? Months? It's much a blur. but I do remember some things. Why?
Well, we're in a bit of a deeper situation with the Deep One now, and it seemed like he was trying to set up that large mechanical creature he had in Bosch Hold to control it. I was wondering how far along he'd come and if he would pose any danger if the information he might have had fell into the Deep One's hands.
If what he knows falls into the Deep One's hand, the Deep One will know it. And the Deep One, I don't know how to activate the World Eater. I certainly don't want to activate the World Eater. But the Deep One might. The Deep One might even just do it without controlling it. I'm not a wizard. My brother, he was the wizard. Not the best practical caster, but good with rituals, good with research.
Do you have a wizard in your court?
Several.
Can they cast Leash?
No.
Worth a shot.
Can they cast True Resurrection?
I don't know the exact capabilities of my court wizards.
Should get on that. You don't want them stabbing you in the back or anything, you know.
I'm not 5,000 years old for nothing.
Well, we we lost a valued friend. If there's anyone you know who might be able to help us bring him back, it would be appreciated if you sent him our way or could tell us where to find him.
I will.
And Finric bows. And yeah, that's all.
Cool.
Card's a wizard. Does he have a spell book on him? Just wondering.
Arncard? He did not bring his spellbook.
Fucker.
So that's something else we gotta ask him about.
It's in the compartment in the mechanical dragon.
Can I inspect Arncard's body as I'm cutting his head off?
Absolutely. Make a investigation or perception check.
I'll definitely make that investigation check. Nice. One thing I would specifically want to look for would be if he was under any mind control effect, like Nirnith was, just to
Okay.
double check.
Okay.
Check all of our bases. But everything else, I want to know if there's any weird shit going on with him.
Okay. You don't find any, like, trace amounts of that flower. You don't find any, like, magical auras on him, like enchanting his mind. He seemed to be doing this completely of his own decision.
Alright. Fuck that guy.
Or at least there isn't any evidence to the contrary.
Is there anything... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you wanted any help taking that head off.
Yes.
Wounded.
Yes. Is there any sign of body modifications?
Yes.
Like mutations and whatnot?
So you find, I don't know if you're stripping him down. He's got good clothes on.
Cut him right off.
Yeah, he also has, the Spear of Iron card, which I sent to you in the chat some time ago.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got, his fine clothing on. You take it off. Below his ribs, there's like a square section that has like a divot in his side. Like he cut out a square of flesh. Also, there are a couple like stitch marks, like scars from surgery that he's performed, but those are much smaller, and those don't form divots. Those are just like small scars.
Can I kind of cut into this stuff and start kind of seeing if there's mechanical or physical changes that he made?
Yeah, so you like cut open one of these scars, and part of what you find are like the shards that I gave you in the reward. Like those are part of his body. So you cut him open and like remove some shards of magic, but wherever you find like specifically the scars that he has on, there's like scar tissue in the shape of one of these shards, but they're missing. The shard has been removed.
Scott, you got the goggles of true sight, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you just keep that in mind as part of this investigation, so if there's any illusions or anything.
Plop. I put out the new goggles of true sight, tinkering them in.
Yeah, you look through the goggles. There aren't any illusions, not on his like arm or anything. Also, I'm like showing my computer my arm and like doing it. No one can see that. Why am I doing that?
I always find it like helps me with
explanation. Great. He's got like cuts
right here,
and like like they're shallow, but you can tell they're some of the places there used to be like a shard of magic, and then other places you actually see there is still a shard of magic, but those don't have scars around them.
They don't have scars
around them.
If they have the shard in them.
Yeah.
Interesting. Could I determine if these shards were like naturally occurring in his body or if he's putting them there?
Make a medicine check.
Damn straight.
Okay. You take a bit closer of a look, and you can see over the places where the shards are. You look closer, and there is a bit of scar tissue, but not like from surgery, from like a wound. As if like something was shot into him. Like shrapnel.
Mm-hmm. Maybe from experiments or something.
So he was trying to make his own bomb. He was outdone by you.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is the shallow shards, those something exploded and the shards went into him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do we know what shards are shards of? Like, what the whole piece was?
Yeah. He explained back in Season's Greetings. The shards are fragments of the primordial heart. Which is like... Scott, can you make an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
Make an Arcana
Jesus!
check.
You can give him advantage.
Take advantage.
So yeah, roll again.
Hey,
Awesome.
there we go.
So
Ooh.
you don't know specifically what the primordial heart is, Scott, Bellin, but
Yeah.
you've heard of things like it. The ruby rod, uh, the like heart of darkness. Those are abyssal, hellish equivalents. It's basically a realm anchor that keeps existence existing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like holds.
With the 25, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, because
So
this is
it
more
creates.
than I made up, and it might not be readily understandable.
Yeah. Realm maker that keeps existence in existence.
Yeah, because you're
So-
aware of like the all else is everything that doesn't exist, and what keeps existence existing are these realm anchors.
And
Would
one
it-
of them loaded into Arncard?
Yes.
Do we know how many there are?
I mean, Bellin is usually just one per realm.
Our realm's falling apart.
Well, I mean, the shards are still there, and clearly the realm hasn't fallen apart.
Yeah.
Hasn't it though?
I mean,
Fallen to
a little too
disarray, for
relatable.
sure.
So, would I be able to kind of like comprehend if these are kind of protecting us, like the primordial heart is kind of protecting us from the creatures of the all else? Almost.
Sort of. Creatures of all else can still come in, but they're imposed a shape.
Yeah.
Like that's
It,
like elementals basically are you summon in something and give it form and then bind it to your will.
Interesting. Damn, I didn't think digging around in Arncard's body would give us so much shit.
You didn't think digging around one of the main antagonist's body would give you information.
No, I thought it would give us information. I didn't know it would give us like freaking shards that like create
Massive
the realm.
world building information.
Damn. All right. Trying to think if there's any more questions I kind of have. Do you guys have any questions about the primordial heart, kind of what it does?
Where is it?
Oh, that's actually a good question. Is there any specific spot it normally would be, or is it kind of just...
Could be anywhere. Some of them reside at the center of their realms. Some of them, not commonly, but some of them might be in the sun, but that's generally not where they are. If the sun is in the middle, then maybe. Sometimes they're just, around.
I mean, do they move around? Is that?
I mean, they're magic relics. Like,
Could
they
the
would be
shards...
definitely used for like magic items.
Could the shards be used to basically find the other shards? Like, are they connected in any way?
No.
Whether that's... Okay.
Trying to use a tracking spell on it.
Yeah, kind of. So they all originate. I can safely assume they can all originate from one thing, one creation, basically.
Which, the realm anchors or the shards?
The shards.
Yeah,
Like
all of these
one
shards
point.
were the primordial heart.
So, is there any kind of like way to determine if them being apart or together kind of is shaking this realm in disarray?
You haven't seen any evidence of that?
Okay.
Is it all right? Is it like a shark's teeth, where they just like creates more shards and discards the old ones, something like that?
Ever-growing crystals.
I don't think Bellin would know.
Yeah.
Even with a 25, because that would be like 1 in a million cases that someone would even figure that out.
Well, we're gonna now have a quest to find the primordial heart after we kill fucking Deep One. Get ready, guys.
All of you to assume one doesn't already have the primordial heart.
Do we know how prevalent these shards are in the?
They're mostly centered in this area, in the West Marches. Like, they're not particularly common, but they're almost unheard of anywhere else.
Is the primordial heart at all tied to the World Eater?
No, those are completely different systems.
I was just gonna say,
Okay.
I could have told you that one. Bam. Come from two different places.
Yeah, but like they could still be near each other also.
They could be, but that would be coincidence.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm good on the primordial heart. I don't know if there's anything anyone else wants to do before Chronomancer time.
Hearts pump blood. What does this pump?
It's heart in theory or in metaphor, not in
I mean,
reality.
there might be a reason for why the metaphor was chosen.
Ellen wouldn't know.
It's the
The only
center
reason
of
he
creation.
knows it's called the primordial heart is because Craig mentioned
You guys
it.
said it. Yeah.
Because
Well,
Craig
okay.
would know the significance and remember Ironcard said this back way when.
Sure, but like
So-
if you're like saying
Season's greetings.
Really quick, sorry. You said Primordial Heart, Ruby Rod, the Heart of Darkness. These are all names that I know it would be referred as.
This one, no, but like the Ruby Rod, that is a realm anchor in hell, or one of the hells.
Got it.
Or like, yeah, like the seed of corruption, the like heart of darkness. These are all like the evil ones that I can think of on the top of my head. There are other ones.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't know any at the moment, but if there is any that I would know of or know the name of,
I mean, like every realm has one.
do we know our realm's name?
The primordial heart.
Okay, but like it's not.
what
I thought that was the name for all of them.
No.
It's like a other
No.
category name.
They're called realm anchors.
Okay, got it.
what about the one for my realm?
I don't have a name for it.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. I was just like throwing it out.
Because I did not expect this to come up.
But there would be one. Okay, so this might be something I have to talk to you later. But for the fact that I come from a realm where it's basically a planet-sized ship, would there be an equivalent of Primordial Heart for that? Technically, still
Depends on the
around?
kind of ship.
Okay.
So some ships, especially if they go into the All Else, they require something like a realm anchor. It's not always a realm anchor. It might be an artificially created one, but you have heard tale of something stealing a world's realm anchor and using it for their ship.
Could how about the winter shard and the shards for each of the season monarchs? Where are those from?
That would probably be just like a particularly powerful shard.
But not a Primordial
But not like from a specific realm's heart. It could just be from any one of them. It's just a particularly powerful one.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Best guess is that that's just like a large shard.
can we like double check with Naraneth about that?
Oh yeah, if you bring this up with Naraneth, she can tell you all about it.
Let's do that.
Okay. Bellin, are you going to do it?
Talk to Naraneth about it?
Yeah.
Well, so what I wouldn't know about the shards inside of the seasons, would I? Because I wasn't at Season's Greeting.
I mean, you could be talking with these guys and like discussing this back and forth.
Yeah, and also it would have come up at some point, given that we were talking about how to fight Arakar for a long time.
Yeah.
So we would have talked about a potential weakness of his.
You guys discussing it is literally why I gave Scott advantage.
Right.
Although he's talking to someone.
Sorry, I was talking to my dad.
That's fine.
So again, would I know about the Season's Greeting shards?
Yes.
Okay. And I wouldn't think there was any connection between the Primordial Heart and those shards, right?
Oh no, absolutely there is.
Oh, there is?
Almost definitely.
Yeah,
The shards are the roots of the Primordial Heart, if I understand this correctly.
Yes.
So their
Primordial
shards
Heart exploded. The shards exploded out of it.
So some of them are in Arncard's flesh, which I find as if they got embedded there after the explosion, which I find particularly worrisome.
Yeah, so I'll go up to Naraneth and ask her about the shards a little bit. I'll specifically kind of ask about she's 5,000 years old. Okay. I'll ask her when she got them. When the seasons kind of got them.
Okay, what do you say?
I'll bring over the bucket of shards I just collected from
the bloody shards from her brother.
And I'll just be like, do all the seasons have shards in them? Do these shards come from the heart? But when did you guys all receive them?
And she looks down at you and gives you like a melancholy smile and like sits down next to you. Yes, we all have them. That's what makes us the seasons. That's what makes me 5,000 years old. In addition to clever, cunning, and
the passage of time,
inability to be overthrown. But yes, we have them. Although, and she rolls up like her sleeve, and you see the same sort of scar that Arankard had on his arm. It would seem my brother cut out a couple. In fact, the most important ones.
Does that weaken you?
Yes. Arankard used to be as tall as Oriaris, as strong as Oriaris, but now he's a much. Well, now he's dead.
Speaking of that, the fact that he's dead, that's not going to create any problems for the world, is it?
It might. He's the one that convinced us to create the veil. And I must admit, he was right. We couldn't allow our realm to be overthrown or overtaken by all else. But he was also the one keeping it there.
But by cutting off the realm, you have made a giant target on your head. You do recognize that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And now without it, we're going to get swarmed.
Better to not have our heads stuck in the sand. Now we can help those beyond this world.
If we survive. If you survive.
It's what my people were all about, is helping all the people from all realms, not just their own.
They're not about that anymore? They don't exist anymore?
Might have my doubts if they're still around. There was a war.
I see.
But there's more pressing matters at the time. These shards. Have you seen him try to use them for anything else? Do you know what he might be creating by taking them out of you?
Well, I did consent to him doing this. Taking them out of me. He wanted to reforge the primordial heart. Or at least that's what he said. He proved to be a liar, but he was always a liar.
Did he tell you what reforging the heart would do?
Well, it would mean that he wouldn't need to be alive to keep the veil. Or even keep it partially up. Prevent our realm from fading. And we needed it to ensure the Deep One's destruction. To really kill him.
Like he killed Okran?
Yes. The reason we
ash.
couldn't kill him last time was because the heart shattered.
You have fought the Deep One before?
Yep.
Yeah, we know this from before. From
This is-
Greetings.
He doesn't.
I was just gonna say, this is
Well-
news to me.
This
I don't
is
think-
new.
Did
Yes.
you fail in fighting him, or did you just not kill him?
Well, the heart shattered. We had to sacrifice it.
Why?
You've told her about the statue, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had bigger issues.
Meaning the angels?
The angels, the world eaters, a variety of demons. We sacrificed it to get rid of their general.
Huh. The one stuck in the statue.
The very same.
So you want to reforge it and kill the deep one.
That's the idea.
How would the heart help kill the deep one?
The heart has incredible magical properties. It can be used to reshape the world in the right hands. Or the wrong ones. One can reshape the world in which the deep one is not a part of it.
But what about like taking him down to 0 hit points? Doesn't that work?
That's part of it.
Have you tried sending him to, a different plane of existence? Like the all else?
Yes, we sent him to the mindscape.
The mindscape.
And apparently, he grew accustomed to it and then mastering it.
Sounds like you guys picked the wrong place. Just saying.
One of the very few choices that we had, none of which were good.
Do you think the deep one would try and unleash the angel to help him?
Almost certainly.
That was, from what I do remember, it didn't really tell me much. That was part of its plan. It wanted to recruit the Gith and destroy the angel or free it. And now it has both the Gith and the angel, so its plans are moving along rather rapidly, as it would seem.
It doesn't have the gift yet.
I was just gonna say, how does it have the gift?
They fought on the side of Ironcard. They probably haven't even made contact yet.
I just remember them being at the battle. I forgot that particular notion. Let's walk that a little bit back.
Okay.
It's fine.
Do you, Craig, know specifically why they want the gift?
What? Oh. Make an intelligence check.
That's to Craig, right?
Yeah. He sent me a
Okay.
message.
Yeah, okay. While he's doing that, Eric, could I have any assumption that he wants the gift for their planar travel?
It's possible. 15. What was the question?
It's literally written out right there.
Where?
And wait, he sent you the message?
No, he literally said, "Do I?"
So do you know? Oh, sorry. Does he know
the gift
why?
for?
Yeah, the deep one wants the gift.
When Craig relayed all this information to
Yeah,
us, he
they're
said that the deep one wanted either the Illithids or the Gith.
They're non-partisan. They're not allied with anyone here.
They were mercenaries for Ironcard, right?
Yeah.
So,
just more forces.
What is the mindscape?
Good question. You want to make a roll?
Any?
Nirnith, what's the mindscape?
Oh,
All
right.
right.
Nirneth is right there. She can just tell you.
Yeah.
The mindscape is it's one of the planes connected to this one. It's part of the realm. There's the ethereal plane, the plane of death, and the mindscape.
Plane of Death different from the Deadlands?
Oh, no, that is the Deadlands. Sorry.
Okay.
There are 4 planes in our realm.
Sorry,
Wait,
ethereal plane,
4?
plane of death, mindscape, and what was the 4th?
So there's
Ours.
ethereal, mindscape, death, and this one,
Oh, this one. Okay.
which Molduna is what
Living.
it's called. Yeah, Land of the Living.
The Mortal Realm?
Midgard.
The mindscape is the most empty. We figured it would be easiest to send him there, where he could do the least amount of damage.
Do
But
most
like,
planes?
okay, but like, what are the defining features? Where's like all the tourist stops?
There aren't.
But okay, but like, what is it all
It's-
about?
It's an endless void. I've never been. Card could tell you more, but again, dead.
Well,
We're
that's
taking care of
absurd.
it. Don't worry. As I'm like preserving his head.
Well, mind flayers
Uh,
are all related to the mindscape.
No, the mind flayers are alien.
Okay.
It's like B. Do most realms have multiple planes? Is that like a common thing?
I don't know.
Would you...
5,000 years and you've never poked your head out of the cloud.
Oh, I'm talking from my perspective.
Oh, from your perspective, yes,
From
that's common.
that is common. Okay.
It is uncommon, but possible for them to just be one. Just the like material realm. Although sometimes it's just the ethereal plane or just
Like
whatever.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
there are different variations. Not every realm has a mindscape. Not every realm has an ethereal plane. Not every realm has a plane of death.
Cool. Man, I got a lot written down.
Good.
She knows where his home base is.
Yes.
Should you mark it on our map?
I was gonna say, like, can she bring us there?
She cannot bring you there because she doesn't have teleportation spells.
But
You
could she?
wouldn't
bring-
have to know any of the runes for any of Arncard's teleportation circles, would you?
Unfortunately not. He is very protective.
Oh, hey, maybe if we get the mage back, he'll be able to tell us if there's any teleportation circles, and I can just wipe us there.
This is true.
That'd be good. Can we assume that Arncard has more of an army still at his base?
Oh, hell yeah. This was just what he could assemble in like a day.
Well, if we bring his head along with us, I don't know if it's like Highlander rules or if it's
Just like-
just like, or if it's just like bring his spear along with us and be like, I'm Spartacus.
Ooh,
You can always try.
I'm down for that. Just having his head Medusa style on the front of a shield.
Can we just like weekend at Bernie's his body in?
I mean, I already cut his head off, so
We can mend that
glue
shit
it back
together.
on.
Glue it. Yeah, okay. Oh boy.
Ian, it sounds like you have a necromancer in the party.
Could weaken the Bernie's him with the necromancer. That is true. Does anyone else have any more questions for Nearness?
Well, yeah. Can she mark it on the map for us?
No,
Like-
because it's not on the map. It is
It's
past.
further.
It's further north than the map,
Okay.
but
Can
not
she
too much further.
mark it on a theoretical map?
Yes.
Like, could she?
She can
Okay.
like give you like some landmarks and like directions from places up in the north, and like you will know how to find it in the future.
Cool.
Does she know if there's any issues with getting there? Like traps? You gotta run up the side of a mountain like the Rookery.
Dangerous creatures living up there.
You could write a book about all the dangerous creatures up there.
Well, specifically put in place by Arncard.
Brandon Torth, which you already know of. There's his servant, Onath Deora, the one who pilots the ship. There are various bound spirits, magical wards, and a couple 100,000, maybe a couple million hobgoblins that live up there. It's
Dude,
a
I'm fine.
whole nation.
Not all of those are militarized, though.
No. This is a kingdom.
So weekend at Bernie's?
No, I actually don't know what that is.
It's a movie from
Well, it's a
like,
book, isn't
the
it?
80s? Or then?
So it's a movie from the 80s, and these guys are invited to their boss's retreat after they discover he's been laundering money, embezzling money, and then he dies. And so, in order to keep up the charade, they pretend like he's alive for an entire
Okay.
weekend.
Okay. All right. So
Put sunglasses on him. Move his body around between them.
Exactly. They kind of like have like they attach strings to him like a
Like a marionette.
Sure.
puppet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So straight up, there's an episode of Teachers 9 that they do that. So I got it. I got it. I'm mental image here. Great. Any idea where your Yaris went?
Best two guesses: back to the tower or back to his kingdom. To the tower, he might be trying to reforge the heart or protect it.
The
Goes back to his
tower?
kingdom, he might be trying to destroy it.
Which tower?
Iron cards.
Oh, okay. Summer in the heart of winter.
Is reforging the heart a bad thing? Because to me, it sounds like quite a good thing.
No, that's what we all agreed to when Arencard and the rest of us came to Zarnemsa.
Yeah, it's just Arncard wasn't actually interested in doing that. He was lying about that.
Well, he took my shard and probably Oriaris's. He's probably only missing the spring shard.
Have we
But
ever
we have been
interacted
hearing
with
some strange things coming out of spring.
Yes, she has been corrupted of something.
We need to look into that at some point.
Nioxus, I think, said something.
Yeah. Is
Yes,
Narax
but,
still chilling in Zarnemza?
Yeah, he's still there.
Why didn't we bring Naraxis to this fight?
No one has talked to him. He's probably still standing in the town square, just like pretending to be a tree. I mean, he is a tree, but
the tabaxi that came with him is gone. It disappeared, right?
Tabaxi?
I don't even remember who this is, so
He came with Ananthir,
Yeah. It was
the lion man.
oh, sorry, not tabaxi, lion man.
No, he's a were-tiger. Sorry, tiger man. He's a were-tiger.
Not a Lionlon, which is the new race that just came out in the new book?
Ananthir
What?
left after a while.
Yeah.
No one knows where he
Fun
went.
fact, there's a new race in a new book that just came out yesterday
yes,
called
came
Lion. What book came out? It's called Mythic and Odyssey of Theros.
Nice.
Really good. I read the whole thing the other day.
I'm definitely gonna read that.
It includes gods in D&D like they've never been included before. It's super cool.
It might have been included before. There have been several deities and demigod books.
Well, it's the
Fifth
idea.
edition.
Not even that, but it's the idea of Greek mythology, Pleiades, and the idea of having direct heroes of gods. So it's like not just cleric and paladins that are like,
Okay.
I serve a god. It's now like everyone can do it.
Sweet.
And the gods are like directly on the plane being like, what's up?
That is cool.
It is super cool. It's a very short book, but very worth it.
All right, I'll check it out.
But it adds a class, and it's lion people.
Race.
Yeah, race.
Ancestry.
They added like elephant people too at some point.
Yeah, that was in
It's big,
Ravnica.
right?
Okay. They also added in satyrs.
Oh, cool.
And Centaur and Minotaur.
Yeah. Those were in Ravnica. Satyrs were in Theros.
There, yeah.
They might do the new Magic set next then. Because those were the two most recent Magic sets.
Ravnica and Theros.
Yeah. There was
Didn't Theros come out when we graduated? Or when
No,
I
Theros
graduated?
came out in like 2014. This is like Return to Theros.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering because COVID.
Yeah. It does that. All right. Real quick. Let's go talk to the Chronomancer.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone can check.
Okay, before we go, I'm gonna have invite the dwarves to go to Zarnemsa, spend time there. I want to separate the dwarves from Aran, keep them apart, because they have a hatred of giants.
Right.
And so just like they can go to the tavern. They were in a tavern before in the other town, so they can be in this tavern here. And
yeah, you know, give them some gold and like go get yourself a drink.
Yeah, basically, and a room or something, and we'll help you get back home later, or what have you.
The Zarnemsa economy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And yeah, and then I'll leave Arn in charge of the Rookery, and still healing people and fixing up the place.
Sounds good.
Then we can go.
Cool. So yeah, you give them their orders, and then you turn into smoke and whisk away to Calabaister's tower. Several hours later, you arrive in front of the door. I'm gonna roll something. Cool. Yeah, you turn back into people and knock on the door. The house, to describe it quickly, it is a cylindrical tower. It's 3 or 4 stories, 50 feet tall. On the second story, there is a house directly above the front door that connects to the building, the tower, and like has 6 spider legs or like insectoid legs coming off the side of it.
Is this new?
No, this is something that Calabaister. This is like Calabaister's hut. It's how she
Okay,
gets
I
around.
don't remember this.
It's been a
I
while
don't
since
remember
you've
this,
been here.
but yeah.
This was, I think this was like my first session with Red, who came out of the tower first.
Yes. You knock on the door, and a few moments later, it is opened by a red dragonborn.
Oh, hells, not you again.
Is this the guy that I studied before?
That would be my thoughts exactly.
Oh, no, it's not the same guy.
Is the Chronomancer in? We need to talk to it.
Let me check. And he closes the door.
All right.
I
So
turned
we.
around. That guy is an asshole.
I shush you, and I'm gonna listen at the door because we've established. I did this before. I remember last time I was listening in to what they were saying higher up in the house. So I'm gonna
Right,
listen
because
in.
you can. Yeah, you got really good passive perception. Yeah, you hear him like, Callie, do we want them? Yeah, sure. They're friends. Let them in. Fine.
Okay. All right. I open the door.
The door's locked.
No.
A few moments later, Red comes back. You may enter.
All right.
We have a spell book and a bunch of ashes.
Chronomancer is on the top floor.
All right. I run up the side of the building, going through the window.
Okay. Yeah, Chronomancer is in like this newly built sanctum. They've got various runes around the room, like a laboratory kind of desk. And they turn their head around 180 degrees to look at you. Like, hello.
Good afternoon. Is it afternoon?
It is afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chronomancer. We were wondering if you might be able to help us with a slight situation we've come across.
Of course. What is the problem?
We have a friend who happened to have been disintegrated while attempting to combat the Deep One. You wouldn't happen to know Wish or True Resurrection or anything, would you?
No.
Say we
Would you
have
happen to
the
know-
spell.
Can you repeat?
Would you happen to know anyone who does?
Let me check. And they like go blank-eyed.
Yeah. By the way, how does everyone like? How does Bellin react to seeing like a?
Oh yeah, this is full Warforge. I'm trying to find their picture.
Oh. I was not privy to this knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
That's why his head could turn around 180.
Listen, I kind of say as his eyes go blank. The Chronomancer's really cool. He offered to give me a new body once. We did some work together. He's all right.
Yeah, so this is like a thin Warforged, like thin of body, not like the larger muscular ones that you fought earlier today.
Muscular.
Muscular, right? In quotes. They've got these like soft, glowing blue eyes. Most of their body is actually made of wood. They've got on this blue robe, and they have like this little metal spider that crawls around them.
They played Cyberpunk. They have the little drone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that soon.
Also, I guess as part of the description of this place that we're in right now, there's not a station here, right? There's a train station.
There is. Well, there's not like a full station, but there is like a small platform to come off the train. Yeah, because the train goes right through this area.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, do they get visitors from like Port Scova or something that they like
Yes.
come down here and they get to the station and go to Zarnanza?
Exactly. That is what happens. Because yeah, now the 2-week journey is 3 days. So yeah, they like their eyes like reignite. Unfortunately, everyone that I can think of is either dead or not friendly.
Can
At
we
least
have
at
a
the
list
moment.
of not friendly?
Yes, of course. I will compile one and send it to you as soon as I do.
He had like a site on, like a little like thing on his side that like is a printer and just comes out like
No, you'll have to write it physically.
Also, say we have the components, or not the components, but the understanding of how to cast a wish spell, just not the power. Do you know of any way, or could you cast it?
You could create a scroll.
Like a one-time use.
Okay,
Do you have it on you?
I do. I pull out the spell book and slide it over, flip open to the page, right there.
Incredible. Would you like me
Yes,
to
you
make
are.
this into a scroll?
Yes. And then can you cast spells of the 9th degree?
No. But as a scroll, any spellcaster, and possibly non-spellcasters, could attempt to cast a spell.
Okay. That would be great. Let's do that.
Hold on. Cool.
Guys, we're gonna get Okrin back.
So yeah, they begin, transcribing the scroll from the spell book into a scroll. This will take it out of the spell book.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I can always learn it later.
I was gonna say, can't you learn it other ways?
Yeah.
You can
I
learn
mean,
naturally.
Once I actually get access to 9th level spells, I can just be like, I want to take wish.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you'll still have the other 9th level spells too that were in
Correct.
there.
This will take
It's
some
actually-
time. If you'd like to make yourself comfortable, I'm sure Red can provide refreshments.
We're all probably look like we're beat to shit.
Yes,
Like, me and Crake both probably have resurrection sickness of some kind. I'm assuming.
almost definitely. Like, yes, absolutely.
I'm fine.
You're good to go.
Revivify doesn't have any?
No, because it happens within a minute. There's no long lingering
Oh.
effects of death.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm sure we still look like shit.
You do look
Yeah.
like shit, yeah.
Floating on one hit
Like
point
my-
over here.
Blown up.
We all got blown up by a giant bomb.
Yeah, let's use the passive tense on that one. We got blown up.
Well,
Wait a minute,
yourselves.
my phone got burned off by said bomb.
Wait, is Dafsaf
Well, I got
actually
it.
at 1 hit point?
No, Duff was still like 13.
Oh, okay, because I can
Not
heal
Duff, what he
people.
was at like 1 hit point, but
I do have some healing.
Cool, so yeah,
That's
the
awesome. That's gotta be able to do.
Chronomancer scribes the scroll. Is there anything you guys want to do while they're doing that?
Well, if Red does actually get us drinks, Football's going to check it for poison.
Red does not. Even if you ask, Red will just walk away.
Okay, great.
I'm getting the
Um,
impression that this guy's a great guy.
All right.
Can
Bellin, you hear, I don't know what kind of noises, heavy machinery noises coming from downstairs.
mm-hmm.
Like
I'll go
someone's using
investigate.
a welding machine. They've got like some power tools.
I'm gonna go take a trip around this castle or this tower.
Yeah, so you go downstairs, you find this like semi-pink woman on the floor, like messing with some automaton.
Hey, what you making there?
By semi-pink, do you mean like the hue or like half her body or like what?
Her skin and hair are somewhat pink,
Princess Bubblegum.
kind of. She is wearing like engineer's clothing, like a tech jumpsuit.
Oh man. Oh man.
All right. So it's like if you combined Mario with Princess Peach.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so you say, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, hello. Who are you?
I am Bell and Nigel. I am a engineer from Zememsa.
Oh, nice to meet you, Bella Nagel. My name's Calabaistra.
I'll get out of my armor at this point, like kind of de-armor a little bit.
Okay. She gets startled. Oh, I thought you were an
I'm the-
automaton.
Nope. Like I said, an engineer, just like you.
You can be both.
True. Would like to learn how to create automatons, though. Something I've kind of dabbled with a little bit here and there. And I
Would you
like
like
point
me
to
to
my
teach you?
armor. Absolutely.
Well, here. And she like shows you what she's working on. It's like a hawk. She's got like a mechanical hawk. She's like just like showing you like all the like wiring and like the various crystals that she uses and like how she's created the onboard artificial intelligence.
So while she's showing me it, I'm kind of like, so what do you do here at this tower with the Chronomancer?
I make automatons.
So you like working for him?
For who?
Or the Chronomancer guy up there?
Oh, no.
So say I was creating my own workshop would you happen to like to stop by sometime? You know,
I'd
maybe
love
we
to.
could share some knowledge back and forth.
Yes, of course. What knowledge do you have?
Oh, you know, realm travel, armor creation, maybe some bomb creation too now.
Her eyes go wide.
Just, you know, some casual stuff.
Fascinating.
I'll like pull out some of the Warforged cores and like show her some of the schematics of the stuff. Let her start going through some of my sketchbook.
Man, I just realized this is another Josie.
No, I thought about that, but no.
He took off his armor. He's seducing her. Oh.
Yeah, she just pours over them. This is incredible. Where did you learn this?
I'm from different continent where we focus mostly on machinery work.
I've never heard
Get a
of
little
such a place.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Can you make a deception roll?
Yep.
Roll with advantage, though.
Okay. I don't know if that's gonna matter.
I'm gonna roll her insight. Oh, nice.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So yeah, you can tell when she says, "I've never heard of such a place." She knows you're full of shit.
I'm freaking blue. Like, I guess she's pink. Yeah, you know, it's from Dover. Anyway, I live in Zarnumsa now, and that's what's important. And I'm there working on their armory. I'm trying to make armor and other real cool stuff. I'm working on a printing press.
Really?
It's cool. Yeah, we're gonna make copies of ancient tomes for a group of dwarves.
What purpose does that serve? She looks completely perplexed.
You know, I asked myself that a couple times, but it mostly the book is it's like, you know how you know a lot of stuff and you want to spread that knowledge so more people can benefit from it?
No.
Oh. Well, where I come from, we as a people believe knowledge is power and knowledge is great. And by sharing it, you can help more people that way. And by making sure the right knowledge goes to the right people, you can create this amazing, beautiful world in which people self-sustain and you don't have to worry about a lot of things except for war.
That's an interesting theory. I agree that knowledge is power, but that's why I keep it to myself. Although you seem trustworthy.
I appreciate that.
Didn't he just lie to her?
Yes.
Pretty obvious lie, though.
She can tell I'm a bad liar. Videlkin, it's funny because Videlkin are like supposed to be known for being like completely monotone, but Belle is like super excitable and like easily entertainable. So, well, if you ever stop on by, I'll be happy to share some knowledge with you anytime.
I'd like that very much.
I tell her where my shop is that's being created, and I don't ask her out on a date like Josie.
Actually, I just have a thought. As like, because you know you have a very small list of projects that you're working on, and don't at all have. Yeah.
I just have
yeah.
Parth.
Now you have to take over for Lumos Pat too, right? Like you got that the space to fill there, the vacuum to fill.
Oh, trust me, I'm already on it.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, is there could you potentially soup up the train, make it go faster, that kind of stuff?
Oh, that's actually a good point. Also, hey Eric,
Mm-hmm.
before I walk away, can I turn back to this woman and just be like, by the way, what's your name?
Calabaister, I said that already.
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't think you said it before. Mind spelling that for me?
It's on the
K
map.
A L A B Y S R T A.
Oh, what the fuck? I realized who this is.
Yeah. It was very funny when you asked her if she worked for the Chronomancer.
Wait a minute. I'm like, you own this town?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'm so happy to be allowed into your home. Thank you. If you ever want to visit my shop, I will be very humbled and appreciative. And I'll
Absolutely.
see you around.
She smiles at you.
I'm now also pink.
Wow. Bella, you're no longer blue?
Oh boy. I can't believe that just happened.
Anyone else?
Ready for wish?
Yeah,
Yeah,
does
I
he
mean-
get inspiration for that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys want to take a short rest, go ahead and do that. If you want to wait and take a long rest, you can do that too. They'll put out cots for you if you'd like.
I'm waiting for that downtime, actually.
There.
Oh, hey,
So he-
Galabasha, how's it going?
Hello. I just met the
Good to
most
see you.
interesting person.
Yeah.
Did you want something?
I said, who's that?
Oh, Bella Nagellin.
Oh, yeah. Say, by the way, just a quick question. You haven't seen any black skeletons with lightning around recently, have
There haven't been any here.
Good to know. All right, that's all. Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, to assuage your concerns about Wish, we can ignore the 30% chance of.
Oh, because I'm totally fine with it.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, wait,
Yeah,
what?
Wish has.
When you cast Wish, there's 33% chance that you can never cast it again, but you're not casting your wish. You're casting a scroll wish.
Yeah, it's already a one-time use, right? Scrolls are one-time use.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I mean, I would be fine if there was that chance of
Okay.
33.
Yeah, and I did forget to mention there is like a small town growing up around Calabaistra's tower to accommodate the travelers that are coming here more frequently. Yeah, you guys, the Chronomancer finishes after a couple hours. They come up to you, Crake, and they slide it over to you.
Much
Will you be doing it
appreciated.
now?
I think I'm gonna want to make sure I'm. Actually, wait. We have the ashes, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, I can do it now.
Cool. They say, excellent. Please stand here. And they put you in the middle of a circle and then push a button.
What happens when they push the button?
Oh, there's like a magical thrum that you feel.
Is it like a force field to make sure the scroll doesn't implode?
Yes. Make sure if anything goes horribly, horribly wrong, it only affects you.
Yes. Just Craig, right? Not all of us.
Yes, just Craig. What do you wish for?
I think I got this.
Well, do you want to talk over the wording?
No,
I was
he's
gonna say
in the force field.
I mean,
You can talk through the force field. It doesn't prevent you from talking. It's not the cone of silence.
I'll just pretend that Top said that in character.
Dotov did not say that in character. Dotov has said nothing through this entire session, purposefully so.
Are you
Makes
you
sense.
in panic?
You
Oh,
have to
boy.
go talk to him.
So, for Okran to be brought back to life in full health with all of his previous equipment as if he had never been disintegrated.
That seems.
but like, healthy too, right?
In full health.
At full health is different from
Well, he said in full health.
mentally stable.
Not at full health.
In full health. Okay.
In full. As if he had never been disintegrated.
Okay.
I
I feel like this the wording for this wish is probably not going to need to be too crazy because it is like an overkill spell for what we're trying to do, right?
It's really not. It's one of the only two spells that can bring back a person from disintegration.
Right. But like, what level is True Resurrection?
9th.
Okay, so like it's right there, right? It's like there's already a spell that does that that's the same level, so it's not like we're like asking for a lot from this wish.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the wording doesn't.
Yeah, I think the
really
wording
need
makes
to
total
be.
sense.
Yeah.
All right, great. Then I'm going to crack my neck, crack my fingers, read the scroll, and say, "I wish for Okran to be brought back to full health, back to life in full health with all of his previous equipment, as if he had never been disintegrated."
Cool. So all of you have those flasks of ashes. You realize that they're not ashes. It's just dirt. And instead, in this circle, Okran just appears, ripped from time to right now.
Hey, look.
How many fingers am I holding up?
5.
Trick question. He doesn't have any. They're feathers. Done. Kill him.
I have digits.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, good call on as if he had never been disintegrated. Because if he was coming back from death, then you'd have to roll against the deep one for him to keep him.
Ooh, okay, good.
Like
Now,
you had to
are
do
there-
with Marinus.
So are there now 2 Okrans, the dead one and the live one? Do we just
No,
spawn
what
another
happened
Okran?
is Okran was ripped from time forward to right now, and the ashes that you had weren't him. They were just dirt you found where he used to be.
Cool.
So wording does
okay.
matter.
Wording definitely matters. Had you
Yeah,
had
I'm
him
going
come
to-
back to life, he might attack you.
Can I make a medicine check to see if he's Gucci?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that
Gucci.
wasn't supposed to be with. Okay.
Oh.
I was going to say that wasn't supposed to be with advantage.
Well, you have time and other people to help you. He's fine. He's full
Okay.
health. He's been like fully restored. Looks, fit as a fiddle.
Cool.
But he has a lot of questions.
Yup.
Like, why are we in a tower, and where did the deep one go?
Don't worry, I'm
And you
messaging
can
my brother.
Yeah, you can fill him in whenever that matters.
And the scroll of wish just disintegrates.
Yeah, so in your
The
hand,
disi-
this
The
paper
disintegration
explodes.
spell hits the scroll.
There's a flash of green light. It's gone. The chronomancer touches the button again. The thrumming stops. Is that satisfactory?
What? Thank you very much. I owe you any monetary recompense for your efforts?
Not right now.
All right, wonderful. Let me know if you need anything.
Will do.
So, Chronomancer? Is that what we're referring to you as?
Yes, I am the chronomancer.
Were you created by Calabastra?
No. But you did
Okay.
awaken me.
Huh.
I help.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you come from?
Where did I come from?
Yeah.
They give you the name of an angelic starship. Or all-else ship.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Okay.
All else. Huh. Thanks, Chronomancer. I'll see you around.
It's, you would actually know, it's one of the ships that would be under, Urigalan's command.
Does Doftov know this?
Probably not. This isn't in any religious texts.
Alright. As we're walking out, I'll walk up to Doftov, kind of bump him a little bit, be like, hey, kiddo, what's got you down? I'm probably like way younger than you. But
I mean, he's relatively young for a halfling. I have him pegged at 26. Very young for a halfling.
wow, we're around the same age.
Probably 27 now because his stuff's been there for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long.
No, it's been like 9 months, I think.
Yeah.
Doftov looks kind of vacantly at Bell and doesn't say anything.
There's been a lot of shit going on lately, and I know the angel was taken, but I think we'll get him back. I definitely won't go throwing bombs at us anymore.
Doftov stops and looks at Bell and says, I failed.
I wouldn't say you failed. I think this is just a step in the right direction, in a weird way. I've heard this before. Can't say I've ever said it before, but God works in mysterious ways.
He explicitly told me to free her, and I let her slip through my fingers. No one's helped me in my quest but him, and I failed him.
From everything I know about
No one.
angels,
Excuse me? How many quests have you been on that we helped you with?
to get the angel back. But from all
At every turn, whenever we discussed freeing the angel, no one offered me any support. Not once.
Well,
that is true.
And now she is lost, and I have failed.
You
not
you know,
necessarily forever.
if
Just
I
lost
know
for now.
anything, well, I was gonna say, if I know anything about angels, they are. If we can hurt the deep one, I don't think the deep one's going to have any real control over this angel. I have seen us, and from what I know about what these angels are capable of, I think there's still time. I think we can get back. I'm trying to look for the name. Just your angel you're looking for.
That last breath of dying friend.
Last breath of a dying friend. Thank you. I got so many notes in here.
Yeah, it's a lot of notes. 2-hour session.
I've got like 4 pages of notes just on this past session. I believe we still have a lot of time. All right, maybe not a lot of time, but I believe we still have the ability to save your angel. And I know you and I probably have not seen eye to eye in how angels act and what their cause may be. But I think, and I truly believe, that we can get everything peacefully to an understanding. There's been multiple signs of angels on this place. And if we can summon a court with them after freeing everyone, I hope we will be able to talk them down from hopefully completely eradicating our planet. And maybe you completing your quest will be the tools we need to pushing in the right direction. I don't know if you understand this, but I'm trying to help you. I'm saying I'm gonna fucking help you, okay?
Was that also in character?
Yes,
Okay.
that was also in character.
Yeah, Dovtov blinks and says, I don't know that it's my quest anymore. I failed. I don't know that I am in Urigalan's service anymore. Why would he want me?
I mean, can you cast a cantrip right now?
That's a good question.
You gonna try?
Yeah.
Have
Dovtov, are we out? So have we been walking? Like, you said as we were walking? I don't know. Are we like
as we were leaving the tower? So as we were like walking.
Okay,
down.
so Dovtov picks up a stick off the ground and breaks it in half, and then attempts to cast mending.
So you break the stick, put it back together, and then it's one stick.
See, Eric Allen still graces you with gifts, whether they're from you or they derive from Eric Allen. You still have the power to change things.
Fenrick's gonna look over and just go, quest isn't done yet. Last time I checked, that angel still is dead.
See, Fenrick gets it.
Also, just to point it out, we did wind walk over here, so that should have already been proof that Urigalan was still with you. But that's besides.
Nicholas of Prayer Beads.
A prayer bead.
It was a rare item purchased from a magic item shop. Doff looks at the stick. Does it look as it did exactly as it did when at pre-snap?
Make a perception check.
Okay, so my passive perception is 19.
Awesome. Don't even bother making a perception check. I forgot that you had alertness or whatever it was.
Observant, yeah.
Yeah, so you look at this stick, and it's not exactly the same. Right where the mending was, there's like a knot in the wood in the shape of a hound.
That's a good thing, right?
Is it? Doff looks at the stick and then puts it in his pack and doesn't tell anybody about that.
Footfalls will say to Doff, you asked, and then I forget the exact wording, but he repeats in your voice, why would Uragallan still want me to continue the quest? And just says, if Sir Volfram Throlthram was sent out by you to perform a quest and despite trying his best failed, would you discard him?
Yes. This is where we find
I am a lord, and Sir Thother Volthram is my knight. I am but a pawn, a peon in a greater power's service, and operating at levels I cannot even fathom. I think the stakes are very, very different. I would not expect the lenience of a lord to extend to a god.
Does Uragallan not teach forgiveness?
No.
None?
He's also the arbiter between what is living and what is dead.
So?
Doff, if you have spoken to him on multiple occasions, I don't think you're just a pawn. If we're talking about angels and gods, they could care a rat's ass about entire planes of existence. Yet he focused it on one person to send them a message. And whether that was just
to fulfill a quest that I have failed.
But no, even before that, maybe, I don't know. But
you weren't here, you don't know.
But the whole idea is the quest isn't over until it's over. The angel isn't dead. The angel is just not within our eyesight. Us, Videlkin, we don't believe anything's perfect. We believe everything can always be improved. You gotta go out and seek the things that you don't see. Literally, sometimes. We're gonna go kill the deep one. We're gonna do it. And we're gonna get back the last breath of a dying friend. We're gonna complete your goddamn quest. And Uragallan's gonna freaking love you for it. If he doesn't, I'll fight him.
He looks at Doff looks at an emphatic Bell, and a rallying Finric, and Footfalls kind of like right there with him, and then also at Craig, who has maybe been the most ardently outspoken against any sort of alien angel resurrection or angel freeing, and looks at Bell and kind of like shakes his head in that direction and says, "And you agree with this?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I do believe that maybe instead of relying on a god for your own self-direction and reliance, you should maybe focus on being able to do things yourself. And while I don't want you to be downcast, I would like to remember everyone that this angel is literally on a quest to destroy the world.
I kind of punch Kit a little bit, or
Yeah, you punch
sorry.
Kit.
I punch Kit through the computer. I punch Craig. God damn it! I punch Craig, and I'm like, shit, your mouth. We'll deal with that later. Look, yes, they might be on a quest to destroy the world. Yes, that might not be their end-all goal. We will figure it out. Because we're the coolest kids I know. And hell, after all said and done, there's signs of angels everywhere. Honestly, the angels are here. We're not preventing them from coming at this point. They're warforged are everywhere. I mean, god damn it, the Chronomancer is part of Urigalan's fleet.
Oh, I could have told you that.
What?
He
Chronomancer ended.
Yeah, he referred to Urigalan by his fleet name.
He's from the ship, Urigalan's ship, Bravery. That's specifically his ship.
Like flagship? Not
His
just a
angelic
ship.
Just
ship.
one of the ships.
Okay. But not the flagship.
No, not the flagship.
All the Warforged are from Last Breath of a Dying Friend, right? That we've seen, that we fought against.
The ones that you fought against, yes.
Okay.
Chronomancer might not be.
Yeah. No, I'm specifically like at this point, guys. We're just trying to figure things out. I feel like.
Did just curious. Does Last Breath of the Dying Friend have like a position in the hierarchy? Because like we know Urigalan's an admiral, so like where?
She's been referred to as a general.
Okay. And would the Chronomancer have a rank? Or have
Possibly.
had?
No one's asked.
Windwalk back. Chronomancer, what's your rank?
Are you going back to do that?
I mean, we're right here. We never left, right?
Okay. I mean, you were like going down the stairs, like kind of outside.
I figure we just have the conversation out here. We didn't like pause the conversation to windwalk and then,
Right.
then
Okay.
resume
So
it.
you go back inside, and Red grumbles something about you being back,
Fucking asshole.
and the Chronomancer looks up. This is irregular. What day is it?
The Chronomancer is asking us this. The Chronomancer.
Yes. Listen, if you jumped forward in time and you met someone that you just met, would you not ask them what day it was?
What?
They ask what day it is.
Same day.
Same day.
Same day as like.
Good.
You have a rank in the armed forces of the angels. I don't know what it's called. The angelic fleet.
I imagine not anymore. I've been gone for so long.
What word you got?
Now I have to think of their rank.
Ensign, Lieutenant, Lieutenant Commander, Commander, Captain.
Did he have his own army?
I was an ensign.
Ah, he's just a low ranking guy. All right, you're cool.
Well, Ensign's still an officer. But it's just the lowest tier of officer.
I was gonna say,
Just
don't they
so-
get their own fleet? Like small
No.
fleet?
Ensign is basically a lieutenant in the army. They have no real command.
Yeah, like maybe even a sergeant.
Yeah, it's low. Like
Yeah.
lieutenant, like naval ranks also have a lieutenant, and ensign is below that.
Mhm.
Like just made officer rank. Ensign.
Right, because like technically in the army, lieutenants are the first tier of officer, whereas sergeants are not considered that.
Right.
But ensigns are considered officers, so it's just a little doesn't quite translate.
Yeah, they were lowest tier, whatever. Not in charge of much.
As we're walking out the tower for the second time,
Yes.
can I quickly pop my head in where Calabastra was?
Calabastra, yes.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to say that. I'm just gonna like pop in and be like, sorry to bother you, but do you
Yes.
know about the angels?
Yes.
Like the all else?
Yes. Why?
Like different realms?
Yes.
Like slowly slipping away as I'm saying this around the door. I'm like, okay.
Wait, why?
Just wonder. Just, like fully around the door.
Yeah,
You
she
know, it might
gets
be
up and like marches after you. Hold on, Bella Nagellen. Why?
I'm
And
just
she's
like,
holding
might
you.
be from somewhere else. Just double checking. We want to make sure we're working with cool people. That's all.
And I'm
Let
going
me
to
call
say,
over my. You can wind walk at any time you wish.
and I'm going to say, because I heard the entire conversation before, because of course I
Yes.
did.
Yes.
I'm going to say, he's just realizing his lie was needless.
I just and I like whisper as best as I can, knowing Footfalls is probably sitting right behind me in her ear, and I'm like, do you know Karen Demore? Being the
No.
place I come from.
Who's that?
Oh. It's a ship.
Karen.
Oh. Karen!
Karen Duman. I was like, who's that?
Karen Demore. I'm just like, it's a really big ship that's connected to a lot of different realms.
I've not heard of it. I'm afraid to say, while I do know some about the other realms, I have never left. This one, that is to say.
Well, maybe one day you could help me chart out the realms and all of their connecting places.
That would be most interesting.
Okay.
Spin off.
Windwalk away smoothly and backwards.
Cool.
You call that a moonwalk? All right. Not a windwalk.
I call that a windwalk.
All right, now
Alright,
we actually windwalk. back
Yeah,
to
now you
so,
windwalk back to Zernemsa, gate back to the Rookery. Anything else you want to do?
I've gotten all I wanted to do done, so.
Cool.
I would like for us to decide what to do next. Like, because normally we post on the job board or on the out of character chat, and we're like, hey, who wants to join me on this? But like, I feel like there's enough pressing issues that need to be dealt with that we kind of need to decide as a discussion, like what needs to be done. We can also still go to the to the chat and get other people to join us, but like figure out what is the fire we need to put out right now.
I vote the deep one.
Yeah,
I also vote.
Find
think
the
we at
deep
least-
player.
I mean,
So
like, what are our two choices, right? Two choices I think would be the deep one or Uriaris, right?
Those are the big ones, and like less priority, but
like the big ones.
right. A slight lower priority is like going to Ironcard's place, but still pretty important, I would say.
Yeah,
And
I just feel I'm with the other guys. I feel like the deep one holds all the cards right now.
Now, is it kill the deep one or is it recover the
Find
angel
the-
statue? Because those are two different. Like
There are two different
what?
things, but I don't know how we could distinguish them in terms of like.
well,
a
it's about
mission.
one is a heist, the other one is assassination.
So there's a mission up right now that we need to find the deep one's lair. I think that's step one. Finding the lair and figuring out where he is, how to get them effectively, and having back and forth travel so that we can plan out, do we need an army? Do we need just us? Do we need all 4 seasons and bring Ironcard back somehow? Because fuck that guy. Or do we need to go and get Uriaris and figure out if this tower of Ironcards has more shards to create a device that could kill Deep One?
I also have a question for Eric. Is
Eric.
there a clock? Do you have a clock for like the deep one getting the angel under his control or whatever he's trying to do?
There will be. I haven't started it yet.
Okay. When you do start it, could it be player facing so that we see it, and then because that way we can be like
you
trying
can
to prepare.
prioritize, be like, okay, we have this many missions before this happens.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Because then we could maybe spend a little bit of time going after Uriaris, because then he might be able to help us against Deep One.
Yeah.
You know?
Would it worth me searching out Spring?
That's a good point. They got their own corruption going on over there.
I mean, again, it might be once we know what the Deep One's lair is like, it might be a little bit more informational for us in what forces we need to fight them.
That's true. I'm just
that's
noticing that the Uriaris mission is lower level than the Find Your Lair mission. You know.
I mean, just so you guys know, I'm level 10 now.
Hey,
Did everybody level up twice?
I leveled up 4 times? 3 times.
Dang.
From talking to Nick, his character leveled up, I think, 4 or 5 times. I think he will be either 9 or 10 when all is said and done.
Okay, great. I'm glad we brought him back.
What? How many times will he level?
Like 4 or 5, 4 times, I think.
Holy shit!
It was
so
a lot
Eric,
of XP.
That was part of the
Correctly
reason
so.
why I wanted to bring him back so badly, because I didn't yes, all that was a lot of fun, but I didn't want him to also have to restart at level 5. So I was like, yo, we'll work on getting your character back.
Yeah, he gets to start at level 5 and not level 1.
That's true. But now he gets to come back and be level 9.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna be pretty strong. I've talked to him about trying to take a couple points in Warlock also, maybe. So we'll see. Because Warlock and Paladin go so well together.
Do they?
Yes.
Mechanically, yes, but it's really interesting from a narrative character play style of
so someone
an oath and a benefactor.
So someone put this up on Reddit the other day, and I've never really gone through the Paladin lore-wise, but in reality, Paladins aren't god-based necessarily.
Not anymore.
Warlocks and Paladins are much easier to combined than it used to be in like thematic sense.
Definitely.
I mean, you
He-
could even have it be like the same god
Yeah.
I was just gonna
for
say,
both.
yeah.
It's just a
Even
different
the
way of serving.
devotion paladin could be devoted to their patron.
Mhm.
And I mean,
Yeah.
he is a vengeance paladin, so it's not like it's out of the question for him to be like, I want more power to kill.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I think my petition is find the Deep One's lair is the next mission that we need to do on priority list.
Drake is 100% down with that.
I would second that. Or third that, I guess now.
Fourth.
Sure.
Whatever
comes after 4.
12.
Lark.
Yeah. All right. So finding a layer is 10 to 14.
We
It'll be
all
XP.
yes. It will be the highest level mission we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
I love the 8th level spell.
Oh, you have 7th level now?
6.
Oh, okay.
He wants to level up
I've-
a lot.
Yo, you know what's crazy about this whole thing? Once I level up, I'll have access to 3rd level spells. I
Oh,
skipped 2nd level spells altogether, and I'm at 3rd level spells.
You
So
And you went through with your like, you're all
I'm all
artificer now.
armor. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're no
Oh
longer a
yeah.
fighter.
By the way, guys, I'm no longer a fighter. I'm now all artificer.
Your character sheet says different.
I haven't changed it yet, just in case
Okay.
what we were doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Uh,
Because we talked about it and I okayed it.
yeah, I
But
wanted
just
to
looked
wait
at your
until-
character sheet and like, I thought you
I
did
wanted
that
to wait
already.
until we
Yeah.
went through the full session
That makes
and
sense.
finished.
I appreciate that.
I did it in D&D Beyond though, because I have
Yeah.
a backup of my character in D&D Beyond,
Smart.
just in case. All right,
Ooh. So it sounds like you want to find Deep One,
the lair.
or at least yeah.
Next week
Well,
on West Marches of Muldoona.
four of us, right?
Yeah.
Does it have to be?
Well, typically every mission has been 4 unless there's been approval.
I
That's
mean,
true.
we can, if we want to do this, we could split. Everyone's a little bit lower level, but we could split it so some people start looking for Uriaris.
Uriaris, not Uriaris.
Uriaris.
Yes, that's
Yuri.
exactly. Thank you.
I've had a couple beers. I apologize.
That's fine.
So we could, because that's like you said, it's a little bit lower level, but granted, most people are much lower.
Yeah, and if you wanted to double up on like the missions that you do, that would mean I think I could say, you know, we could use the calendar as a what's its time tracker instead of just like each mission.
One after the other.
Oh, like you're saying it's going to happen on this day?
Yeah.
Simultaneously or something like that.
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, simultaneous missions?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not me
'Cause we've
doing
already-
2 missions at once, but
Right, but
one
they're
group
happening.
going one place, one group going another, so that you maximize the amount of time that you have.
That happened recently, didn't it? Where
I was
gonna
Scott,
say
that
Scott, you were
happened-
doing a mission with other people while we were doing some of the
While
something
you were
else.
doing a mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Archive mission.
if we're doing that, I would just look at the levels of these missions and be like, you know, the other people because we don't have enough here, right? Just the 5 of us for 2 full missions. So if we would have to probably consider that like the higher level guys among us would have to go on the finding the lair mission,
Yes,
right?
that is correct.
What are all of our levels? Just to be clear.
I'm at 14.
After this, I have 13.
12.
10. Okran would be 9.
Cool.
So can we do like split?
What?
Can we only do like a 3-3 split? Like 3 of us go on 3 of the higher levels, go on the higher mission, and the 3 lower levels go on the lower mission?
If you want us to survive,
3 people going into the deep one Slayer.
yeah.
Well, you have
Yeah.
other people that can join
Yeah,
you.
I'm saying like Eva was started playing. Robin was interested in playing, and granted, like a new character starting at like an 8th level mission is not ideal, but like I don't know, Okran held his own in a lot of this fight.
Yeah.
Did. Depends
Okran
on the
and
character, I
Fulthrum
think.
nearly took down a dragon.
That is true.
Yeah.
Actually, no, bring Fulthrum on the mission. He'll fucking.
You can do that. He is your follower. He will do as you ask.
Oh, great. Then we could take Aaron and do some shit.
I forget whose character this is.
Okay,
What
what's the
name?
name?
Oh, this must be Robin's character. Virurium Lack Matchstick the Lyrian.
No, actually that is Robin. Yep.
Yeah.
Is it? Like
I thought they were going
Goliath.
to be a.
Look at the Discord on next to Robin's name. It says Matchstick.
Oh, I thought they were going to be a barbarian. Okay.
Oh, what are they? Oh, they're a cleric. Cool.
Cleric.
But yeah, you have Garth, you have Therial, Festa,
Festy.
Blythe, Company,
Henry.
Yeah,
Henry.
we gotta get Sam back in here. Get Kamali going.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
I think Sam is busy until 9 on weekdays because that's when they finish work.
Oh yeah. So I know, like Mike and I have been saying, oh yeah, we're free like most nights by 8, but the store we work at is going back to normal operating hours week after next. So that guarantee is out the window.
Did they miss me? They're like, we need him back.
Need Gabe to pick up all the closing shifts.
All right.
But like we could easily both be like working an early shift on some days. But it's just like the general like, oh, anytime after 8 is good. It's like not as true as it once was.
Right. Okay.
Yay, retail.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. So the highest level amongst us right now are me, Doftoff, Finric, and Craig. Finric and Craig being tied.
Yeah, 14, 13, 12, 12. Yeah.
So I'm just saying team comp. Does Craig go to fight the deep one with all his past with the deep one, or do we just bring Finric who can assassinate the deep one with a big ol' axe?
Well,
Why not both?
Well, that's also a possibility. But then it would be like Bellin in charge of the kids.
Okran's like 9 or 10.
Sure. Yes, that's true.
Craig has a grudge against the deep one.
He's got an
He
expert.
has a massive axe to grind,
Mhm.
and he is going. If that's what he'll use Finrix to grind it.
We do have an extra axe just sitting in the armory right now.
Yeah, no. Craig is going to go on that one because he has to face down the demon.
Yeah, fair.
Even if he's not killing it right now, he still
I was gonna
wants
say-
to.
Isn't this not gonna be the final fight against the deep one?
It's a
This is just
fact-finding mission.
Yeah, it's not. But like, in case we run up against him, we fail a stealth roll or something. Like, it might come down to that.
I mean, it's still a 10 to 14 recommended
Yeah.
level for this mission, so
When has ever our plans for a mission actually worked out the way we thought it?
This is true. Well,
always. What do you think?
actually, there was a slice of pie session where we did. Actually, the plan went smoothly. Where we
One
yeah.
out of
Was this the heist?
I was gonna
It
say, is
the-
this
the
me
space
teleporting
station
in front of
heist?
the car?
No. It was the takeover of the space station, where we
Oh.
set out a detailed plan with a lot of preparation, and it worked.
Yeah, you also took 6 sessions to prepare.
Yes, but it worked. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that did go over pretty well. We killed everyone we seeked out to kill.
There were
we
a
left
couple
no evidence
hiccups
that we did it.
But yeah, you got away scot-free and
Hey,
yeah,
that's me.
Scott, but not.
I'm still there.
Yeah.
So with all my changes that are about to happen, I'll actually probably be better off with protecting the children in a different mission because
Right, you said you can be support guy.
yeah, like Blythe is gonna be mostly long range like sniper, and so I don't. Nick will be good at upfront kind of protection, so I think, or Okran will be good for upfront protection. So I think between the two of me and Okran, we'll be able to kind of handle lower level people going on a bigger mission. As Eric smirks.
oh, I'm just thinking like who are the other characters? There's Festa, Company.
Yeah.
It'd be real funny if Festa went with you.
Oh, dude, I want Vesta to come with us.
Leonard is so much fun.
Belle and Festa have a great relationship already.
Yeah, but also Festa's just like a terrible character mechanically.
Yes, 100%.
Like, what did he roll? He
Real
has
bad.
a 6 in intelligence, and I said he could re-roll it, and he's like, no, I want a 6 in intelligence. And then 2 13s, 2 10s, 1 17.
it's not that bad.
AC 11.
It's a bunch of odd numbers.
Yeah. Take one ASI.
And he's level 5 with
even him
33
out.
hit points. He goes down every time.
I mean, that's like better than Bell was at like level 9, so
Yo, I'm literally level 7 and I have 34 hit points.
Wow.
At level 10, we're gonna be lit, guys.
Are you gonna stop rolling for
do you
the voice now?
what's the hit die for Artificer?
D8. No, yeah? Fighter's a D10.
Yeah.
Should be D8.
Do you
Yeah,
need
it's
to
a
give
D8.
back some of your hit points since you rolled on hit die that were fighter?
Eric and I talked about it, and he said I could re-roll it, but keep whatever it is. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he won't go lower than. So just re-roll with all artificer dice.
You should
Don't
re-roll
go-
anyways because most of the time you rolled on fighter it was bad. So
Yep. I'm pretty sure other than technically level 1, which you can't roll for, I have rolled a 2 or a 3 almost every single time.
yeah,
Yep.
rolling a 1 on my last level up was rough.
I think a 4 is the highest I have rolled, maybe? I'd have to do the math, but
Rolling.
Yeah.
That's what the game is.
there's a
plenty-
reason
There's plenty
I
of
don't
other rolling
gamble.
in this game.
gonna say there is a very high reason, or very intense reason why I don't gamble,
But
and
you
it's because
gamble every time you level up with your hit points.
yeah, exactly.
So you're saying
That's
you
the
don't
exact
gamble,
reason.
but you are gambling.
Like
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not
like
gambling for
lottery
money.
game.
Like,
But
none of you were
it's more
paying
important
me.
than money.
I have
Okay.
real shit luck, and I always think, dude, it can't be as bad as last time, and it always is.